G'day and welcome to another edition of the RDFNL Netball Show. My name is Yeendy, always excited to be in your company with the RDFNL Netball Show. I'm here with Kim Bailey, the AFL Goldfields, the legendess who's doing a very good job at the moment, running the competition. We're looking back at the latest round thanks to Western Water in A-grade netball, and I think the talk of the town is all about the mighty Rockbank Rams. They are back, Kim. They've come back from the dead, literally, and they've got their first big W on the board.
Yeah, how good is it? I'm really pleased for all the girls out there. They've restructured their whole club, so congratulations to Smithy and Gazball in particular. They've really done some work there, but also to Lizzie and Leanne, who have done a great job. I was talking to them the other day and I said to them, don't think you're not going to win some games, because you will, and then they go out and win a game. So 37-27 over Woodend. Woodend, you know, you look and they've got Sarah Duff, Brittany Bowen, they've got lots of young kids, George O'Loughlin, and they're still young kids too, so they're just chipping away. But you know, with Rockbank, it took them, when I think a lot of these girls played in Geelong League, it took them a year or so to get their feet down there, and I think that's most probably what's going to happen with them this year. But they're starting to feel their way through the competition, and I'm really pleased for them with their results. And Mary Brodie had a great game in GD this week. So yeah, that gives them their first points on the board, and I'm sure it's going to come soon for Woodend as well. They'll get the win as well. But yeah, congratulations to everyone at Rockbank.
Yep, certainly plenty of reasons to celebrate. It's a shame their senior footballers couldn't get the job done as well.
It's pretty close though, wasn't it, for a while there?
It was. They were 3 goals up at half time, the Rams, and then Woodend Heskett come by and sort of stormed through. So it would have been a great day for the Rams.
Would have been a big night out at the sports centre there, wouldn't it? The Sporting Club there, they both had won. Ian Cowie would be rocking.
Would have been going off. They would still be going later on this week. And another big game, we had Romsey 3-goal winners over Riddle.
Yes, and it just shows you what some young girls together can do. They nearly snatched it. It was pretty close right up, and Romsey had a 9-goal lead going into 3-quarter time, and Riddle really put their foot down in the last quarter and just fell short. But Eliza Allen, going back a few years now, Eliza Allen would be really impressed, and she's a magnificent coach. You know, she's especially that develops some junior kids as well. Lena Way had a really good game in goalkeeper this week, so for Romsey. And Al McDonald was away for Romsey out. I think she might have had female commitments as well. But they've got such depth, and I think in some ways it's great to have the depth. In some days you've got this plethora of choices that you can make, and you know, I think it shows with Romsey they're going to have to find that right combination with their goalers. You've got the 2 tals, Amelia Brock and Hope Evans, and you've got Chelsea Ross, who's not overly short either. And just finding that right combination. You know, Hope's been a legend of our game and been here forever, and she shot 83%. But Amelia's most probably more of a shooter than a goal attack as well, and she's been doing some work out at goal attack. So, you know, different horses for courses on whoever you play. So,
well, if you were the coach, what would be your comfortable combination from what you've seen over the course of this year?
Well, I think Chelsea's most probably more suited out for a goal attack out of the 3 of them. But, you know, both of those players, I'd love to have either of those under the posts for me. And it's just depending, I suppose, on who you match up with in that goalkeeper position. You know, Hope's been, as I said, a superstar of our competition. But Amelia as well, she's had ANL experience. She's a champ player for the league leaders in VNL at the moment, you know, and she's playing some really good netball. So they've got the luxury of swinging the combinations around. It's just getting everyone on the court at the one time, which is you know, it's great. I'd love to have that problem.
It is a great problem to have because of the dynamics of the game change, as you say, with matchups, and at least you can throw someone in there because it's all about getting that goal shooting power.
Yeah, look, we're halfway through the season, but they're really now coming into finals. We know that's what you start to look at now. You're just going to have to get that combination right. And Steph Symes has been a really good player. I really love watching her because she just gives you 100% every time. Had a really good combination, and her and Lena play extremely well together. So, and Sarah Swazakowski, I think I can never pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. She was missing. Sarah, she was missing as well because she plays for Blaze as well, and she's just a superstar defender. So, but you know, they've still got Tanisha Bardinsky shot at 85%. Young kid. Kirby Elliott's a bottom A17 player. Brianna Haas is, I think she could still play 19s. Kira Baldwin, and you just look at all this, or Jess Lallo is a 19s player as well. They're all still young kids, and then they've got some more experience with Sarah King and Chris Harris. But they did a fantastic job. So, 3 goals, stiff, but they're a very good player, a very good team, Romsey.
For a team, the Bombers sitting just outside the top 6, they're doing quite well considering their youth. Some of the other games, we had Ruperswood beat Melton Centrals in another classic between the two of them by 8 goals.
Surprised at that result. Not surprised that Ruperswood won. I thought it might have been a little bit closer, that's all. 8 goals, but, they've got some great experience, Ruperswood, and they're just sneaking along nice and quiet this year, aren't they, Rupo? Di's just getting the girls into a good spot, and young Hayley Matthews has been playing really well there for them.
Yeah, she's been in good form. Hopefully she continues to keep that up. A result that we probably didn't expect, we did expect Macedon just a bit too strong for the Sunbury Kangaroos by 56 goals. But we understand the circumstances of that.
Yeah, and a credit to Sunbury. They were really struggling last week for players. There were lots of injuries and just girls away. And they could have rolled over and forfeited, but they didn't, and got some other girls in. And well done to Alan and all the girls out there, I thought, and Francis, to get the team on the court, and their coach. Look, Macedon are sitting on top, and they're an awesome team too. And it was just
unfortunately the way the fixture's gone. It was just a bad week for them to have those hiccups against the premier team in the comp. Yeah,
just because of the withdrawals of a couple of clubs, there is a little bit of inconsistencies in who you come up with. I think they might have come up with them a couple of weeks in a row, but yeah, it's unfortunate. But credit to them that they got a team up when they were really struggling. So well done, Kangaroos.
And we talk about, the restructuring of the fixturing. We did see the last game we're going to talk about is Lansfield defeating Diggers Rest by 14 goals, but it was only the previous week where those two teams went head-to-head as well. And fortunately for Lansfield, they were able to walk away with a win in both the games.
Got the 2 weeks in a row. I think they extended the lead. Lansfield's a really good team. I think they're Paul Broadstock's been playing really well, Annika Shearer. They've got strength everywhere down the court. So Diggers... Yeah, most probably. I think they're sitting 6. They might be a little bit disappointed with that. I thought they'd be a little bit further up the ladder this year, but never underestimate them. They're still a good team, and I could see them making finals still. Yeah,
well, there's virtually 7 teams that are right in the hunt of this one, so we'll watch with great interest over the coming weeks as we get ready to pump up the tyres of some of the stars coming through the competition. We're looking at the Sunbury Social Club Award, and Kim, who have we got stepping up?
Yeah, so we're a bit behind. We're around 7 and 8. So round 7 goes to Maddie Starinzia. Is that correct, Chris?
Staracina.
I should know by now, Maddie. And look, she's been a great player for a long time with the Woodend Heskett Footy Netball Club. A real steadying influence, and played a great game in round 7. Even though they played in a losing team that day, she was a shining light. So congratulations, your $50 voucher's on its way. And Rockbank, you've got to win. You're getting the award.
They got their 2 wins.
Yeah, Mary Brodie from Rockbank. So congratulations on a great game in defence this week. And hopefully we'll see some more wins on the board for Rockbank. Well done, Mary.
Exactly. And thanks again for the support of the Sunbury Social Club as well, for contributing to those vouchers. We know the girls love getting down there and having a nice night out. As we get ready to pump up this week's games, and we'll start off with probably one of the big blockbusters. We've got Macedon versus Melton Centrals.
Yeah, good game. Melton Centrals most probably, and I don't think they had Sally Potbury last week, so she'll be back in this week, I think. But Macedon are just rolling along, and again, they're one of the teams that got a plethora of talent right through, and I can't see them dropping this game. But if Melton are serious, they really need to win. Where are they sitting, Chris?
Well, they are sitting in 5th position on the ladder. They're one of 2 teams in with 5 wins. So, but you have to look at
their shooting power from Macedon, like Tara Burnap and Chloe Wilson have just been killing it in there. 502 goals for the season. So, and then Lansfield the next closest. So they're pretty, you look at that and you think, Yeah, not too far. But look at Macedon's defence, 246 goals. That's all they conceded. And then that's Janelle Birch and Katie Clark down there. So they're pretty awesome all over the court. So I'll be going for Macedon this week.
Yeah, I'll be going down that path as well. Centrals did go down to Rupo by 8 goals last week, and they've got a lot of work to do to step up and close the gap there. And Riddle, we talk about their youth, we talk about the excitement coming through in a Sunbury Kangaroos side that is still developing with every game. But Riddle have got a chance to jump into the top 6 should they beat the Sunbury Kangaroos.
Yeah, look, I think they will. We know Kangas have been struggling, but, Sarah Jane Woodward played, I think, last week, and she's a great player. Has played at Diggers in the past, and, they keep some of those girls coming through. So it's going to be hard for them, and I just think Riddle's speed through the mid-court with all their youth will be most probably their undoing. The only thing I can just maybe put a press on and slow them down a little bit. But yeah, I think Riddle will have a comfortable victory.
Riddle to come away with the 4 points there, and perhaps be knocking on the door of the top 6. Rupertswood v Lansfield. There's only 2 games separating these two in the top 6, and this is going to be an absolute cracker.
Yeah, I'm going to go along and have a look at this game. It should be a really good game. Mates Di, McCormack and Alan Watson, they're best mates, and they've just been away together, so families. So it'll be really interesting to see this game. Lansfield are looking really good. They've really strengthened up this season. The goalers have been playing exceptionally well. We spoke about their mid-court. Taylor Watson's been playing well as through that mid-court. Defensively, most probably need to tighten up a wee bit there. They've conceded most probably a few more goals than what they wanted. When you can see Rupo, Melton and Diggers, Rupo and Melton have all conceded less goals than Macedon, so they'll need to tighten up their defence. I like Rupo's youth policy, what they've gone with, like the likes of Hayley Matthews, as we said, he's a great young player, but then they've got Beck Anstey and Prue Stanley in there as well. That brings the average right up. Sorry, ladies.
Experience.
It'll be a really good game, this game, and it's going to be hard for me to pick. You go first, Chris.
I'm going to jump on Rupertswood's bandwagon at home.
Okay, I still don't know. So just because you've gone Rupo, I'm going to go Lansfield.
Okay, all right. I'm happy with that. This is one of those games where we'll go either way.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rupo come out and win those. I'm looking forward to it. Actually looking forward to watching this game. Should
be a cracker. We got Rockbank versus Diggers Rest. The Rams coming off their first win of season 2017 against Diggers Rest to need to get a few more wins on the board and just get their confidence back up.
Yeah, look, I think it'd be great to see him, but I think Diggers will come out and make up amends for that loss last week.
Well, they've come up back-to-back losses to Lansfield.
Yeah, so they'll really want to respond. And Amy Carroll's a great shooter, and Tony Lynn through the mid-court is really strong. I just think they will be a little bit too good for Rockbank this week.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can argue with that one, although we've seen funny games in netball. And the final game, Wood and Heskett v Romsey at the GGO.
No VNL games this season, this week, so Romsey will be at full strength. All their girls will be back. Alan Sarah will be back, I understand. So, unfortunately, Wood End, you're most probably going to hit a team with every player they've got available in it. So
yep, they've been put on watch now.
Yeah, so I think it'll be a comfortable victory to Romsey.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that'll be the case. But fingers crossed, Wood End's young side can sort of run with them for a little bit. But we'll watch with great interest in that. Thanks.
And good luck while we're here. Just good luck to our senior team, interleague team, coached by Kara Stewart, is off down to Association Champs this weekend, grand final day, and we have an absolute cracking team, and I think we'll go pretty close to winning it. So yes. Good luck, girls, and if anyone's doing nothing doing a Sunday afternoon or morning, go pop down to State Netball Hockey Centre and support the girls.
Always a great place to watch netball. Thanks so much for joining us, Kim. We'll catch you next time on the RDFNL Netball Show.